Hi all, welcome to my channel again. So in this session we are going to discuss about Jenkins interview questions, and if you want to check out this blog you can check that from this link which I will be keeping in the description box. Let's start. Here are some Jenkins specific questions related to Docker that one can use during a DevOps engineering interview. Okay, these questions will be very helpful for you. So please watch until then. This is the part 1 and part 2 I will release after this session. So please watch both. Both are about the Jenkins interview questions which will be very helpful if you are attending an interview. So first question is, what is the difference between the continuous integration, continuous delivery and continuous deployment? This question will get asked in the interviews frequently. So it's nothing. Continuous integration means the moment developer push the code to the source code repository, which can be GitHub or GitLab, anything. So the moment he push the code to the repository, the entire process of building the code and testing it, everything will get automated. The entire process of automating it is called a continuous integration. Next one is continuous delivery or the deployment. They both are basically the same. The process of releasing the final version of the code to the server. So basically into the production. So both are same, but the basic difference between the continuous delivery and continuous deployment is, for continuous deployment there is no need of manual intervention, but in case of continuous delivery we need the manual intervention to push the final code into the production. So that will be the basic question which will get asked in the interviews. And next is benefits of CICD. So it enhances the overall code quality and enables developers to integrate their code into a common repository in small batches. Though this repository, developers can share their builds with the entire team rather than working in isolation. Now the whole team can collaborate through dictation and fixation, detection, or fixing this like most of the severe bugs. So using CI/CD, the code changes can be tested quickly and detecting the root cause of a fault and then pointing out the exact location of the fault is the most proclaimed benefit of a CI/CD. And using CI/CD pipeline limits the potential impact and loss that a deployment problem can cause by allowing it to deploy during non-critical business hours, and regular maintenance updates are the backbone of making a great product. Okay, if you want to go in detail you can check out this blog. I am just explaining you like briefly. So, and what is meant by CI/CD? CI continuous integration and CD continuous deployment, where the code is pushed by the developers to the version control system and then deployed to the server continuously. So this is one type of question which get asked in the interviews. And what is a Jenkins pipeline? It is nothing but collection of events or jobs which are interlinked with another in a sequence. Okay. The process of Jenkins pipeline is to automate the entire build and deployment process. And how do you configure the job in Jenkins? Go to the Jenkins dashboard and click on the new item. Then select the freestyle project or any other project which you want and provide the generals details and general settings. Go to the build environment and in build steps, like these are the configuration steps which are needed to configure the job, which you can go and check briefly in the blog, or you can watch my previous videos where I have configured so many Jenkins jobs. So that will give you the answer to this question. So here, if I explain you bluntly, then it will not be that much useful. If you want to remember more, you can watch my previous session, which will give you a better preview of how Jenkins job get configured. And where do you find errors in Jenkins? So this is the real-time questions, like where you have faced errors in Jenkins. You can say that you have faced errors while integrating Jenkins with GitHub, like there is a credential error, the correct path private token generated needs to be configured in the source code management section. So that was the error. You can say the shell command should be written. We should be giving having proper permission given on the server. So there you can say you have faced an error while which you have prevented by using the sudo command. Okay, so and plugins should be installed while executing a pipeline. Then while you are installing, you have faced an error like that, you can say, which is while installing Docker Compose Git Docker plugins according to the project requirement. And in setting up master slave configuration also, you have faced an error like that, you can say, like integration of agent. This solution is to install the required plugins, permissions, and installation in the slave server. So this is how you can say, if they ask like you have faced any errors. These are like real time errors. If they ask the real time errors, then you can say like this, which will be very benefit for you. And next question is, in Jenkins, how can you find log files? So to view the log files, you can directly go to this path, or we can also view the logs on the Jenkins server from the Jenkins dashboard. Start by logging into the Jenkins web interface, then go to the manage Jenkins. There is some option like system log. There you can find. And the next is the Jenkins workflow, and write a script for this workflow. So how the Jenkins workflow will be? The Jenkins workflow, which is otherwise known as Jenkins pipeline. Okay, it is nothing but a Jenkins pipeline. Please don't worry that I have used another word here. So it is nothing but Jenkins pipeline, which is used to create a complete build step through Groovy language. It allows user to create a pipeline containing different stages which contain different steps to be performed. So the syntax for that is here, which I have already explained. Like first, it starts with a pipeline, then we declare the agent, which can be any, or we can define any specific agent here. Then we have the stages. Under the stages, we have each stage followed by each step. In that first we are pulling the code from the repository, and in the second step we are building the image using the Docker. Because of that, here Docker build command is being used, and then we are testing the code, and then in the next section we are deploying the code into the. So here you can mention the command specific to each stage. So like that, how the Jenkins pipeline will be. So that's all for today. These are the regular questions which get asked in the interview. So please watch. If you have any questions, you can directly go to this blog and you can check from there. I will be keeping this link in the description box. From there you can access this blog. And that's all for today. Part 2 I will be releasing after this. That will also contain the Jenkins interview questions, which are mostly asked in the interviews. And Please go through that also. It will be helpful for your interviews. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.